Welcome back. This time we are looking at the Trump token, the token that has pumped close to 2000% since Saturday morning GMT time, Friday evening in America, and Saturday afternoon in Asia. Why was the pump? This can only happen in crypto. First of all, it's the weekend. Most markets are closed, but crypto never sleeps. And with Trump's inauguration in place, the new sentiment is absolutely going ballistic. But what actually fueled this was the Trump meme token was posted on Donald Trump's official Truth Social account on Saturday. So we had the AI buy signal printed by Robo Engineering AI on Saturday, 4th of January. And at that point, this token itself was at the high of $2.16 or thereabouts. And since then, it's just had a huge pump straight into the $70 region. It went as high as 78, and now it's currently trading at 63. So before we go down into the smaller time frames, we can still see on the daily, we have an AI social intelligence score, which is a plus green. It's a +5 and it is green. The indicator itself curates sentiment across the internet to then crunch those numbers and give an algorithmic score back to us so that we can make informed trading decisions. Smart money is still in. RSI, the indicator does have an RSI, so you don't actually need that separately. It's overbought at around 98.7. Multi-time frames is bullish. And on the volatility side of things, it is 223%. So highly volatile, and volume is massive. So let's move down onto the smaller time frames just to orientate ourselves to see what we're seeing there. There's a huge gap up because the price just absolutely mooned very quickly, little time to react. But if you were holding it from before, or even before today's movement, then you would have seen the AI buy signal as mentioned on the daily time frame. If you were not in position, much of the price action started slowing down to UTC time, which is a GMT, Universal Central Time, is around 3 p.m. on Saturday. So this was after news had broke onto the Donald Trump's official Truth Social account. Price had stalled, then it went up for another leg up. At the moment, we still have an AI buy signal on the 3 hour, and it's not telling us anything different. If you see my other videos, you know that I like to watch out for gray candles and also other indications as to see and understand what price action is actually doing. So where we actually want to be looking at is the smaller time frames. And as always, you know that I'm a massive fan of the support and resistance lines. These are again drawn via the parameters of the indicator using a lot of artificial intelligence where it mixes in Fibonacci levels, price action levels, and sentiment as well. On this time frame, the social intelligence score is 4, so it's not as high as the previous time frame that we were looking at. Potentially, momentum is actually waning. So we can see that from a technical analysis perspective, we've got a trend line break, and that does ease the momentum coming down or breaking, and the momentum slowing. So on the 45-minute, we've seen this orange resistance line as well. $78 was the first, and then we've had another one around the $70 mark, and gradually price has made that top and now breaking down and not really capturing and going back up to that $70 level. We've not seen a change of candle or change of momentum just yet when it comes to volume on the individual candles. As always, I do like to point out when candles turn from green to gray to red, or red, gray to green, the indicator does do that. So let's look on the smaller time frame of 15 minutes just to really get closer to the price action and try to understand what we should be doing right now. So if you are looking at EngineeringRobo AI, and as that's crunching through over 1500 lines of code, we can anticipate that some signals have been printed on the smaller time frame. We can see that the social sentiment score is negative. It's a red 4, and we can see an early AI take profit signal that was printed around about this price of $64 and 70. Let's get an exact price on this. So that was $62.176. So the indicator itself prints a signal at the close of the bar. And as I was saying before, green going to gray, now going to red. The sell signal was printed on the $54 mark, and currently price is retracing back and potentially could be heading lower. There's another point of where we saw the momentum candles of going green to gray, and then on this occasion went to green. But again, we saw the AI take profit signal as price consolidated. So potentially, if you were brave enough to go long at this stage, you could put in a stop around the $62 mark or even the 53 area and look for price to go back up to 78 and beyond, or more sensibly, with sentiment actually reducing, the AI sell signal printing and the resistance failing to break above there, then the likelihood is that price is going down. Let's just expand on that a little bit in terms of the dashboard. Let's have a look at what the smart money is doing. I suspect that smart money is still in. I do want to have a look at that. And also I want to have a look at the hodl lines. But before I do, let's just quickly leave some rays on this one. I just want to put these as the resistance line. Just do them roughly. And then here as well, do this as support. Switch the dashboard, sorry, the orange and support resistance lines off. And we will leave it at that for now. So 15 minutes is bearish, multi-time frame is now bearish, smart money is still in, and we could be seeing our first signs of momentum shifting to the downside. Where would we be targeting? So we could be looking at a short position when price tests the top to either this next pump, which was around the $47 mark. And if I was going to do that again, then potentially we could have another level which was at 40, and then another level potentially that was all the way back down to where price had visited before, which was around the $25 mark. So depending on what the indicators doing and depending on what price action and volume is telling us, currently on the 15-minute time frame, this is what I'm actually looking at. We didn't see any sell signals on the 45-minute or the 3-hour. Daily is still bullish, but on the smaller time frame, we could either be consolidating here to then push up, or consolidating to push all the way down. So I'll be keeping my eyes out on the AI sell indicator to understand where and what this meme token will be doing. Trump is not even in yet, so there's a full possibility that price could consolidate here, dip a little bit lower, and then rally up again for its third leg. Hope you found that useful. I'll be back with an update because this coin is going to be lively over the next few days.